Hi friends, it's teacher Ulrich here. Welcome back to a brand new lesson from Wordly Wise Book 5. Today we will start with lesson 19. In our first class we'll be getting into word list 19. So make sure that you have this word list ready for today's class. Great. Let's begin at the top of word list 19. Here we can see the word dormant. Here we can see the pronunciation guide that tells us how to say the word dormant. We use the word dormant to describe, as an adjective describes nouns, to describe something in a sleep-like state. Groundhogs remain dormant through the winter, so they remain in a sleep-like state. Groundhogs, bears, certain mice, they remain dormant throughout the winter. We also use the word dormant to describe something which is not active, but able to become active. What does that mean? Like a volcano. Japan's Mount Fuji is a dormant volcano. So here we can see an active volcano is one that is active. A dormant volcano is one that is not active, but it can become active. Then an extinct volcano is one that cannot become active. So dormant, not active, but it can become active. The next word is elegant. Elegant. We use the word elegant to describe something which is graceful or refined in appearance or behavior. The tiny curved numbers and the slender hands made the old silver watch an elegant timepiece. See, it is graceful and refined in appearance. A ballet dancer moves very elegantly. See, the behavior is refined and graceful. The next word is erupt. Erupt. To erupt is to burst forth violently. The woman erupted in anger when she learned the store had just closed. See, to burst forth violently. What? The store is closed? No! See, it's like a burst of anger, erupt. Or a volcano can erupt. Boom! Eruption is the name of a violent bursting forth. Forth means like out, burst out. The eruption of Mount St. Helens in 1980 caused immense damage. Eruption. The next word is excavate. Excavate. To excavate is to dig out. The backhoe will excavate this spot near the pine tree to create the basement of our new house. The backhoe. This is a backhoe or excavator. You would call this machine an excavator because it excavates dirt to dig out. To excavate is also to uncover by digging. So you can excavate fossils. Those are the remains of dead animals from thousands or even millions of years ago. You excavate them to uncover by digging. Workers began to excavate the ancient city of Troy in 1871. Excavation is the name of the place formed by digging or the process of digging out, the excavation. The excavation of Cachuchi, Cachuchi, I think. Cachuchi, Peru, uncovered many pieces of pottery from the ancient Nazca culture, the excavation. Great. Let's continue. The next word is expel. Expel. To expel is to eject, to release as from a container, to expel. To expel is to release in this. The synonym is release. Electric cars can keep the air clean because they don't expel poisonous gases. See, electric cars don't expel poisonous gases. They don't release poisonous gases such as petrol or diesel cars. They expel poisonous gases, release. To expel is also to force to leave. The school reserves, holds. The school reserves the right to expel students for serious offenses. So if you are really naughty at school, like if you get into a fight, you can be expelled, forced to leave the school. Now remember, expel means to release or to force to leave, those two. The next word is fume. Fume is used as the name, usually plural, so we would say fumes. Fumes is the name of a disagreeable smoke or gas. Disagreeable, this is a way of saying an unpleasant, not nice. So fumes don't smell nice. A smell that is nice, we use the word fragrance or fragrant to describe that. But fumes are smells that are not nice, like smoke or gas. Fumes from passing trucks and buses have damaged the oak trees. Can you see all the fumes? To fume is to feel or show anger or resentment. Now you can fume. Now you don't produce smelly gases, it's not farting. Fuming is to feel or show anger or resentment. I'm fuming. My father fumed when he discovered that I had left my bicycle out in the rain all night. You left your bicycle outside? He was fuming. The next word is molten. Molten. We use the word molten to describe something made liquid by heat, melted. Something that has been melted by heat is molten. Like metal that is melted or glass that is melted is molten. At the craft fair, we watched people make tapers by dripping wicks of pots of molten wax. By dripping wicks into pots of molten wax. A candle is made of wax. Melted wax is molten wax. Melted ice is not molten water. No. Something that is usually solid but has become liquid because of heat, that is molten. We use it also to describe lava, the thing that comes out of volcanoes, molten lava. The next word is painstaking. We use the word painstaking to describe something which shows or takes great care or effort. After a painstaking search for the house, we found the missing car keys. Search of the house, sorry. So painstaking search is one that takes a lot of effort and time. See, to make this thing with hand or by hand is a painstaking effort. The next word is perish. To perish is to die, to be killed or destroyed. Approximately 10 million people perished in World War I. 10 million people perished in World War I. Wow. This land has perished. All the living things has died or have died. The next word is population. Population. Population is the name of the total number of people in a certain place. The population of the town declined by almost a quarter over the past decade. Population is also the name of the total number of plants or animals in a certain area. So it's either the number of people in a certain area or plants and animals in a certain area. The elm tree population decreased greatly after the 1930s because of the Dutch elm disease. Populate. We use the word populate to describe doing, a verb. To populate is to fill, to form the population of. I wish I had as many adventures as the characters who populate my favorite book, who form the population of. Now, in Africa, African people, so people with brown skins, populate the majority of Africa. But Europeans, like me, people with white skins, we populate a small part of Africa, like in South Africa. Here we can see the world population, 1990, 5.3 billion. 2015, 7.3 billion. Wow, we're growing quick. 2030, 8.5. 2050, 9.7. 2100. Wow. Then there will be 11.2 billion people. Wow, that's a lot. So the population of the world will be 11.2 billion. The next word is prelude. Prelude. Now prelude or prelude is the name of something that comes before or introduces the main part, prelude. The October frost was a prelude to a harsh winter. So the October frost was a prelude to the harsh winter. It came before the hard winter, or it introduced the hard winter. A prelude is also a short musical piece played as an introduction. So it can be played as an introduction to a show, an event, a small, short musical piece. Chang Li played a piano prelude for the spring recital. So just a short piano piece to introduce the whole show. The next word is scold. Scold. Now to scold is to burn with hot liquid or steam. Boiling water from the overturned saucepan scalded the man's hand. Scalding. We use the word scalding to describe something which is very hot. The bath water was so scalding, so I added some cold water. So it was scalding, so I added some cold water. It was very hot. Be careful when you drink the tea. It's scalding. It's very hot. The next word is stupendous. Stupendous. It sounds like stupid, right? But we use the word stupendous to describe something which is amazing because it is very great or very large. It took a stupendous effort to return the beached whales to the water. So it took a very great effort. This is a stupendous building. It's amazing because it is so big. The next word is suffocate. Suffocate. Now, to suffocate someone is to kill or die by stopping access to air. Suffocate. The trapped miners suffocated when their air supply was cut off. They died because they couldn't breathe. Now, if this happens underwater, it's called drowning, not suffocate. Suffocation is the name of the act or process of suffocating. Keep plastic bags away from young children to avoid any chance of suffocation. So keep plastic bags away from young children to prevent suffocation. This is one of my biggest fears, to suffocate, right? Oh, no, thank you. The final word is tremor. Tremor is the name of a shaking movement. Tremors following the 1994 Los Angeles earthquake continued for several weeks. So a tremor in this way is like a light shaking of the ground. Not quite an earthquake. So it's not very big, but it's just a light shaking. It's a tremor. You can feel it slightly, a tremor. Now, after a big earthquake, there are subsequent tremors. Tremor is also the name of a nervous or excited feeling. When I heard the front door creak open, a tremor of fear ran through me. So if you have a tremor because of a nervous or excited feeling, you'll shake. You'll shake, tremor. Drink some sugar water for your nervous tremor. Great. Friends, and that's it for today's class. Thank you so much for joining me to start this new lesson. Remember to practice your words and their meanings. Also remember to join me next in day 2. For the next lesson, you should bring along activity 19A because we'll do that in the next class. Friends, I hope you have a wonderful day and I will see you next time. Goodbye for now. Bye.